The ball is just about the Lash, you know, if the Lash is alive, the Lash will eventually kill everything else.
So why don't they have to kill the puck, Moo? Well, or you both seem to be on the same page.
I don't know.
You guys, teach me.
I've had like 3 games this patch in competitive, either in scrims or matches. They all mix together, where the puck actually ended with 0 deaths and I won the game. So feeling like you can kind of just ignore the hero, and
I feel like if you can't kill him and he can't kill any of you, like that's fine, you know, like you just need the pipe. Make sure he can't cut the creep base. The creep base is alive. You can with the Lash, and all. That's all that matters. You know, the puck can just, you can just ignore the puck.
Okay.
It kind of goes back to what you guys were talking about in game 1, which is why you didn't want Sumail on Puck, because Puck's a hero that requires communication. You Dream Coil, maybe it's an offensive Dream Coil, maybe it's a don't worry about these people Dream Coil. Either way, Puck is not killing anyone. You need your team to participate. And so if Puck is unchecked, still not going to kill anyone.
Yeah, I mean, they are lacking a bit of mid-game damage on Quest. Medusa obviously takes a while to come online. Undying's not exactly known as source of damage.
They're missing the true carry.
Like, he's amping the damage, but he's not doing it.
The offlaner.
So what is the offlane pick?
I don't know, Amar hasn't been known for his giant hero pool, so...
He is expanding it.
No way he goes Razor.
He is busting something new out here for us. Last game of the day.
See some Viper.
Already
Viper
gone.
Ban Viper.
Oh no.
Exactly, dude. You're seeing the ban list now.
Okay, I'm looking through this. I actually did not catch either of these games.
Oh, it's they banned Doom. Sorry, go ahead.
Quest on Amar played Slark twice.
Let's fucking go.
I did not see those games.
That is actually a very good Slark game here. It might be coming out.
That'd be sick nasty.
I mean, the idea is the same as the other heroes, right? I think he just wants to be really annoying to kill and scale well into the game. So
They banned Viper Razor.
here comes the Slark.
If they actually Slark, it sounds trash, but like I'd be down.
They won one of the games. They lost the other game.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, right? I think it makes sense as an offlaner.
I'm thinking about it.
You're hard to kill, you have a save, very mobile, have a catch ability, right? And the way you win the fights is by just making them go as long as possible. I feel like that fits a lot of criteria for the offlane right now. Maybe the laning is a little rough, but there it is.
They actually frickin' picked it. Well, I mean, this hero doesn't do damage though. Like in the mid game.
Yeah, he does.
Like, what was his build? Did he go like Vanguard, or did he just go like Echo Saber Defusal, like normal Slark shit?
I will investigate.
Normal Slark items.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
the Seeker.
Okay, so I would like to clarify. Can you look up Dota buff matchups for Medusa or for Bloodseeker? I know you're looking up Slark.
You're giving me a lot of things here.
Sorry, my internet's not working for some reason. So.
Okay, well, for your first question is Amar went first item Midas against Azure Ray.
Very good.
When he offlaned, and then he went
Normal
Diffusal, Aghanim's Harpoon.
Okay, so normal items after the Midas, okay?
And
And
then
then I want to know Bloodseeker's loss percentage against Medusa, because that matchup's really bad because Medusa's 100% HP all the time, and then she also doesn't allow you to use your shard at all, and Bloodseeker's also all about BKBing and running in, which Medusa counters.
yes, Bloodseeker's worst matchup is Medusa with a 7% disadvantage.
7% disadvantage.
I think the idea here is the Lash is the win condition, the Bloodseeker's there.
Okay, pull up Lush
God damn it,
matchup
no,
against Medusa.
I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Just to give a number.
This
People will
one's
assume it's right.
actually, in my experience, not that bad. The Lash can get a shard, and the Medusa just can't move out of it. Just eventually, it's whittled down.
Okay, I see. So you think they're going to... Okay, who's kiting who here? Because it sounds like you're saying they're going to kite the Medusa.
They're going to try, right? And the
Okay.
Slark's there.
Yeah, I don't believe in this Slark. I don't know anymore. Winter, what do you think?
I don't believe in a slug. I think eventually the Lash is just gonna win the game with the tide behind him. They don't need to kill the slug. They don't need to kill the puck. They don't need to kill anything but the buildings.
I like this. I actually kind of agree with Winter.
All right, well, let's see if it
Okay.
plays out that way. Or if offlane Slark is going to be coming to your pub soon. Let's find out in game number 3 with ODPixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Tsunami. Yes, the deciding game now here between Quest, Aster, and we're getting it with the Amar, one of his specials.
One of his heroes.
One of his specials. Offlane Slark coming into play, and an interesting, I guess, last pick really from Aster. They're very quick with it as well. They get this Bloodseeker, but certain heroes, certain matchups in this game that can be pretty one-sided, Fog, from the stats.
Lash's worst matchup is Medusa. Bloodseeker's worst matchup is Medusa. So when you look at that, it's definitely a really good game for it. So I'm definitely curious to see why they saw the Bloodseeker is going to be so good. I guess it must be just because, yeah, set up Sumail for success. It worked last game. I mean, Sumail definitely completely popped off last game as the Ember Spirit. So
He did.
Blood Rage Leshrac does do a ton of damage here, but yeah, as I said, just conceptually, Bloodseeker is, yeah, Rupture does nothing versus Medusa because she just stands there. Shard doesn't really do much of anything. Hero never gets low on HP, quote unquote, obviously, because your HP doesn't move, so Thirst doesn't work. And then for Lesh, problem is that you're an incredibly high int gain hero. So Medusa always has a good target to be able to snake, get restoration. And running is a Leshrac can be problematic because one thing that Lesh does hate is getting burst. So if you get caught by Stone Gaze, that can be something that Lesh can really falter versus. But hey, we'll just have to say. I mean, this definitely the Slark last pick. It looks a little bit weird, but this looks like a phenomenal Medusa game.
Sure. I think it looks like a good Slark game as well. I think
it looks like a good Slark game too. It's just weird because it's offlane.
sure, but offlane Slark, it's really good right now. It's really good.
If Owen said that, be careful, everyone.
I think it's going to be good here, and I think you got to start playing it in your public sports.
I mean, it's definitely obnoxious.
It's good.
And also, everything else was banned. Amar literally had nothing else left. But looking at the draft, right, he's versus Batrider, versus Tide. Can be some situations where he's annoying. Even just a Shard can be pretty good.
Yeah.
So
And he's in a lane where, you know, they picked a melee carry into him. So he's going to be able to trade. He's going to be able to get a bit of essence shift here and there.
But Bloodseeker overall versus Slark is a very, very good.
Sure.
Bloodseeker is literally like the hardest counter in most situations.
Sure, but I think there's going to be potential for Amar in this lane against Monet and Baboka.
In the lane, I'll have to say I agree, especially because he has a techies behind. I think that's one that does make it so you can actually be pretty aggressive, and we'll have to see how it does end up going down. And we'll see how this mid matchup end up going down too, because Sumail, he really owned last game, and I felt like it was a big contributing factor to why they ended up winning that game, of how well he did versus Noob. Solo killed the Snapfire, and just rode the momentum.
What about this top lane then? Having Pichu on the Batrider supporting XXS, is this going to cause any issues for TO2000 in the safe lane, or is this going to be another case of, well, pretty much the repeat of what we saw from Aster last time around, this undying Medusa?
I think it'll be a repeat. It feels pretty free for him. It's not easy for you to commit for it. Sure, Batrider deals one of the highest damages in the game, especially like level 2, level 3, but there's an undying. Tidehunter is a pretty good hero though overall versus Medusa as the game goes on, but in the laning phase can be a little bit difficult for you to actually slow her down too much for distance. Be a fun one. Wow, together. I just cannot believe it. I like how upset Brian gets. It's so fun. Slark, I hate it. But he definitely has its merits. And they're already getting aggressive bottom, Monet. The blast off does not quite connect, but the damage is there.
I mean, it's a lot. You see, you can't trade with this Slark at the moment. The lane,
but they will get the Omar.
They get Omar, but they won't be touching Omar. Omar's perfectly fine.
Heal up going. He should be able to with Baboka giving the extra body.
I mean,
but Omar is
back up in a second. Yeah, they
knowing
gotta
Omar.
be careful.
Yeah.
He has stick charge. Okay, just will not be afraid to battle them. Mid lane, even on these first few waves.
Should be a slight lash
actually,
advantage.
yeah,
but
Smel's gonna have this wave coming in actually. So he's actually got about a wave CS. Plus it denies a lead.
I feel like this one should just be like a very, very small lash advantage, if anything. But as we saw, you know, Sumail playing even at a bit of a disadvantage in the last one. He just owned so hard. So yeah, we'll see. Healing Lotus, who's gonna get it? They'll take it away. The Techie's able to snag it, and top they do get it as well too. So Quest grabbing both of those always going to be important for the laning phase, especially versus an IO.
This duo that we saw us have success with this time round. Quest, it's setting up for TO2000 to get very easy free farm by the looks of it.
At least you do see Pichu, he is going to be taking away at least a small camp, but they're trying to. The Firefly actually doesn't end up dying, so Kaori might be able to clean it up. Actually finds a courier though, so he does find TA2000's Gloves of Haste. And seeing X success, he is absolutely free farming up here versus not slowing down the Medusa. 900 should be able to farm through this.
Gonna make another go here for Monet on the bottom lane.
Okay. Omar.
He might
be in trouble. He's got the heals.
enough to force Monet to sort of back away.
Look how fast they are. 540 movement speed on these two.
They're speedy.
Baboka can go, I mean, Baboka can freely harass with this movement speed. Look how fast he just walks up and hits them. And yeah, he's hasted, 550 movement speed. Causing an issue there for Amar as Monet is securing that lane farm. He is just getting healed up to full.
They've been able to put any pressure onto this Bloodseeker at all. So that
He's too fast. They can't actually cast connecting blast off onto this. How do you hit a 550 movement speed hero? Really not easy. Okay, lead actually up to this already here for us.
mid lane starting to get quite the lead for Samel.
Holy crap. I mean, I did not expect this, but this is important because he's also keeping the puck low HP.
Yeah, he's having to walk back to base, Noob.
Like, look how low Noob is. Yeah, Monet is just zooming because of it. Man, Sumail. Almost on the 6 already on this ledge. Top, they actually get Kaori here. What's the point in a sticky to go for committing the kill, and should be able to finishing him.
Yeah, easy knock back with the flame break. He'll drop the tombstone, but he won't survive this.
Big heal.
One more decay off.
He's dead.
A bit too much for this Undying to survive. TO2000 will manage to hold them back and make sure not farm the tombstone as well.
He drops his treads too, so the Undying, yeah, will be able to TP back to top lane and bring full treads since he did die earlier with the courier. Loves the haste. Good kills for Aster. Getting the ball rolling here. I mean, XXS, he's gonna have a very early meteor hammer because of this. I think even involved in something here, so we'll be able to apply some pressure. Chu is gonna start getting some stacks going. Good first 6 minutes here. Monet's not feeling the pressure at all. Baboka is able to just kind of dissuade it.
They'll be fine. We'll see the strength of the offlane star.
Why do you love Slark? You have some type of actual just love for the hero.
I'm in infinite scaling.
Infinite scaling.
Infinite scaling, that's what everybody wants to do. And that's why I'm on this hero.
That is correct. I feel like I just associate you with Slark so much. Okay, he's trying to trade back with Monet. Bar.
Did
Pounced. Uh-oh.
He may not be okay.
He's not okay.
He is not okay. Oh,
the connection, can they get a trade?
Oh, no.
Omar.
We'll get Baboka, but not before Amar falls himself.
Nope. There is a taser though, so Omar, he'll be okay. Chu.
Mikori's trying for him. He's actually going to drop the tombstone. Samel's come across, so Pichu's going to be fine.
Kaori is very dead. So on the high ground is going to be a little annoying though. He's dancing around it. He's making Sumail work, and he actually won't make him work too much for you.
He connects the stun. That should do it. Sumail. It's also going to get topped up a little bit by Baboka.
Baboka will clean up the zombies off his friend too. He's like, don't worry, buddy. I got you.
Middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
And the bottle is there. Lane's looking hot. All right, we'll see. What is he going to do the Midas build again? Because I think this is the same thing that I saw happen to him one of the last times he played the slot. The lane didn't really go as well as he expected it to, and then yeah, he just had to go Midas recovery.
Well, I don't know about that.
You don't like it?
We'll see. The jump in, trying to abuse the fact that Monet's on his own for now, but yeah, Monet feeling pretty strong. Got his triple slippers of agility, all the stats for this lane. To trade back and fight back as an engine. Level 5, he's going to be hitting good time on the level 6, this safe lane Bloodseeker.
Oh, and I think he actually did end up losing both of the Slark games, didn't he?
Did he?
I thought they said it went 50-50. Did they lie to me? I was doing some checking.
Have a look.
Oh no, never mind. That was a different song. They played a carry Slark game. So the game that Amar did go Midas is the one that he won. The game that he didn't go Midas is the one that he...
He's on, as I said, onto the gloves of haste. We'll see if he spends up for the other components of the treads.
I think the important
naked Midas.
The important thing for Quest is though that the Duce is having that good game, right? But the puck, I cannot believe how one-sided this is going down here. Of course, now it's the last Juice being able to get like enhanced and farmed, of course, with the IO at the back. But Sumail just doing incredible stuff here versus Noob's puck.
He's on his way down bottom.
Stuff going here. He's very good hero versus Slark going.
It's true. A lot of damage to hit the Slark with, despite any sort of shadow dance. And Sumail, he's waiting for him. Amar walks straight into it as they set up around their vision and they kill off the Slark.
And top tower is already starting to get sieged here a bit here from XXS. Mid game does feel like it's going to be a little bit difficult for Quest to kind of recover. Yes, they have the Deuce of free farming, but the Slark is going to want to just kind of farm, and Noob is also not in a position where he's like, I just want to sack my game to make moves around. Sumail is constantly putting the pressure onto him. We'll have to be sneaky there with his orb. Got tons of attention. This puck, it's not going to be an easy place for him to kind of make moves around. And I think the best case scenario right now for Quest is that just that TA2000 is farming, but I feel like Aster have opportunities now at this point to maybe start applying even more pressure onto towers. Level 2 Edict is ready on mid, and they have this constant hammer up top.
Boca, he's ready to take him over.
Oh yeah.
Brings Sumail over to the bottom lane. Amar dead again.
Ooh, this is problematic for Quest. As good as Medusa can do versus its matchups. He's got his work cut out for him. He's got stats.
It's a lot of farm on these cores of Aster.
Yeah.
Sumail definitely feeling good after that game 2. Looking to continue that success here into game 3.
And he's gonna, it's not just this time, it's a Lesh with an IO and with the Bloodseeker Owen. He's gonna get Blood Raged. He's gonna be tethered up. He's gonna be dishing out that damage. They're continuing to enable him. Look at these stacks with Boca. Another double stack at the ready for Sumail. Yeah, tough request to make too many moves around the map here because of the slowdown for Noob. Is Amar gonna queue up the Midas? Still have to find out because he's so poor.
Simone. Rupture back up in a few seconds.
Look how much damage he does to Noob in just a couple of swings. Noob incredibly fragile. Stacks start getting farmed. I mean, XXS here, he took top tower. He goes back to his stacks around his Ancients. Cruising. Stack's gonna be formed though. Quest, it's all about making sure this Dusa gets absolutely every single one of these. Aster, they're gonna actually look to contest here with Sumail.
Actually, the farm's already been taken though, so TA2000 won't be too fussed.
They'll block the camp though. Just a quick body block there from the IO, at least to slow things down.
Waste their mana and trying to go for Kaori. He's coming in from Quest, bringing both Noob and Omar over towards the mid.
Omar's gone for the... He's actually going to be the one to go for Vessel. I was waiting to see who's going to be that answer to try to deal with the IO Lesh snowball that's kind of starting to ramp up very quickly here. Omar needs one more creep for his 6. Okay, now he's got it. Now perhaps they do have great kill threat onto pretty much anyone. A coil plus a Techies is going to kill anybody. Aster be ready for the movement. The other one making the first one here on mid. Monet. Be a bit careful of his positioning here. I mean, they're drawing the line to kind of catch him as he's going to be going into the jungle here.
I mean,
might
if
actually
they
catch
get
him
the dream
apart.
coil on him.
He's dead for sure if they get the coil on him.
Dyer is scanning for enemies. Probably hoping to
He gets the suicide first.
He does. This should be a pretty easy kill. I mean, TPs will be coming in as well at the real. They might lose heroes in return for it. As, of course, they get Monet. Let's see how much Aster can punish them.
Noob is also ruptured. He could be in trouble. 100 HP.
To try and jump out with the orb.
TP. I don't know if they kill them.
No, they're not going to look for him.
Okay, we'll bring them back toward the mid lane. They're going to keep their push going. So they get a kill. They lose Monet, but they're going to get a tower out of it as well, too. So Aster reacting nicely.
TA2000 TP's in, but nothing to be done to stop the tower from going down. More money into the pockets of Sumail.
And yeah, Amar queues up. To the late game we go.
It's not a bad strat. It's not a bad strat in this sort of situation. I mean, you saw it yourself, right? Medusa has pretty good matchups this game.
Has good matchups.
As long as they don't fall too far behind.
Sure.
Comeback potential is pretty high.
Comeback potential is definitely possible. There's definitely going to be now, though. Puck has no game. Slark has no game. So now for Aster, it's going to be answering the Medusa entirely with itemization and stuff like that, too. So halberds are going to be aplenty. They have a Tidehunter already also, who's really good if he gets in the face of the Medusa. Anchor Smash is very annoying for this hero.
Yeah, Aster definitely going to have to take this lead and punish Questies falls hard with it, which has, in the past, been something that Aster sometimes have struggled with.
It's been troublesome for a lot of teams.
Sometimes they slow down a bit too much. We'll see if that's going to cause them issues here, or they're going to be able to ride on the fact that all 3 of their cores have had such a blazing start.
Even their Bat Rider, he's got a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
Pichu, I mean, he's been quietly kind of farming up a storm. Now they have a way to start fights themselves also, besides just running in and charging. They actually can get these lasso plays and maybe just chain stun kill people.
Yeah, here we go. I mean, they should know how strong they are, Aster. And they should look to use that to their advantage here, looking to make consistent plays and just not allowing this game to slow down.
No, I mean, they have so much heal threat. These two do so much damage. Even versus something like
He's
TA2000.
not going to expect this blink timing. No. And there it is. Jump forward. The immediate TPs are coming out. See if they can burst through him. The Ravages there. They've easily got
They got him.
2000. Very, very nice and surprising blink dagger reveal there from Pichu that catches TA2000 by complete surprise.
There's no way you expect that from the Bat Rider in particular. Maybe you expect someone else to, and oh, look at the timing as well. He's gonna sneak in, grab the Wisdom Rune off of it as well. Aster. The Dream, Dream 14 minutes right here to shut down Quest.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Medusa still farming though.
Well, Deuce is dead.
Well, Deuce is still, overall still.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Still at the top of the network, TO2000. Still in a good place. A bad place at the moment, but overall a good place.
Manta's online at it. Especially since they've gotten pressured so much in all three lanes. He's just been able to still keep himself kind of toe-to-toe there. And Amaria Midas is done. You know how he's going to recover.
I mean, he will. He will recover. I don't think there's any doubt about that. You give this game 10 minutes and he's going to be up there in the top 3.
What is that recovery going to do, and what items is he going to go to try to make do it? I think, you just go like Mage Slayer, probably?
That's what he had queued up earlier, but I feel like you could go a bit more breeding, more carry. I mean, Mage Slayer's fine, but we'll see.
Okay.
Either way, he's going to want to get the shard.
Sure.
I feel like you've got to enable your Medusa.
This is kind of a really nice catch, kind of the dream one.
They remember the blast off. They get the jump upon him, and indeed Mone's dead.
Very good kill.
Noob the one to pick up the kill, pick up the gold.
He's gonna have Blink Dagger soon. He's starting to recover. Noob hasn't died.
As I said, I know it's a good start for Aster. They've got this lead, but I feel like I've seen this story before. Sometimes Aster, they just lose this early game lead.
I mean, it is Bloodseeker in his absolute worst matchup. We do have to kind of reiterate that one versus the Medusas. People who just tuned in later on, you don't know. Thirst does nothing, Shard does nothing, Rupture is pretty useless, but...
Well, I mean, Sumail's got to carry this game.
He does, he is the real carry.
He's got to carry this hard. So far, so good, 3-0-2. They've got to keep it going. If this slows down, it's only going to get harder and harder for Sumail to carry this game out to a victory for Aster.
Yep. Blood Rage him, make sure that he's just got absolutely everything. I think soon it's going to be a call to maybe go for that Roche play as well, too, for them. They don't really have the Undying, though, so they don't have the best ways to actually kill Roche quickly on the side of Aster. West kind of looked at, they're just going to look to play the economy game.
They're having a good time.
Shoving stuff out.
5k lead down to a 4k lead. Aster's got to do stuff. And they're doing it. They're going for Roche.
This is the right call. It's not the absolute fastest because they don't have that Undying, but
it's a pretty safe one.
Yeah. Spell Lamp onto the last. She stays full HP.
And they know. And Quest knows themselves. Even they may be aware this Roche is going down, but they have no interest in going their Quest. It's not part of their game plan. Just playing the farm game has got them out of some very tricky spots before. Could do so again here in this game.
And even kind of in this series a little bit. This game, right? TN2000, he tries to get his Ancient stack, it's been blocked. So Aster, they are doing a good job of not just pressuring the map, but also pressuring with just like little things like, wards. I think I've seen a couple times where these camps have been blocked as Omar trying to cut a wave.
They'll come in with the relocate to catch him as well.
It's bound to happen when you're this split up on the map with Quest. Vessel is almost done. Almost having a little bit of an answer for that IO.
They know Kaori's down here as well.
Kaori too, yeah. Got Meteor Hammer.
Be able to get the supports here. Hammer will catch him.
Oh, it actually just flipped him.
He's going to try for the TP, force out. Okay, no, they're not going to drop any ults for that. They didn't have Lasso, and they don't want to use Ravage for that one, so they'll let him live.
Yep, and look at Noob, his positioning around another tier 2, cuts a creep wave. It's all about the economy game. Trickle your way back into this one on Quest.
I mean, it's a good trickle, honestly. The money's coming in for them.
It puts fear into Aster for sure, right?
Yeah.
Like as I said, it was it's not the exact same by any means, of course, the first one, but it's still like the onus on Aster is going to be, actually, will you be able to answer? Will you have enough for Medusa? Yeah, you'll kill Slark, maybe you'll have some stuff for Puck, but will you have the answer for TA2000 once he starts getting these items online? Yeah, ahead of the Lash, he's still keeping pace, ahead of the Bloodseeker.
Oh, they've got this Aegis. They've got to get stuff done with this
Aster. Gotta get stuff done, but look at the cutting of the waves. I mean, Noob just cut, I believe, 2 or 3 waves up in top. And they get this push going down toward bottom.
Sort of what flashbacks to game 1 where the Aegis push at the tier 2 did not go well. This time round, there's more reason to believe that it will go a lot better.
There's no
state that they're in.
Yeah, there's no glyph, and there's not like these
Quest don't want to fight. They don't want to fight. They'll allow tier 2s to go. They don't want to take any risky moves around that. High ground.
I think Aster should just keep going.
This is going to be a bit of a different story. Quest are probably going to want to do something about this.
Got Edict up in 3 seconds. Trying to force that glyph out. We'll be able to get it. He actually didn't pop the Edict.
Oh, they're in. They're going to lasso onto Noob, but they got the follow-up. They do. Sumail's there with the stun. A great catch from Pichu.
And they still have, now they have Edict for the tower. They already popped the glyph. It's dropping quick.
Tier 2000 will turn up to help.
He has to.
Defense it.
Yeah, he has to be here for this hold. Cannot give up a Rax this early on here. The side of Quest. Getting whittled down.
A good damage here from Sumail. Already down to half HP. 5 seconds till Noob's back. Next creep wave quite far away, so
They're fine.
bit of safety here for Quest.
I think Aster's still happy with the pressure that they're able to put there. They catch the puck and they force the TA 2000 back into the base, which means he's not farming.
Yep, and they've still got many minutes, well, at least 2.5 minutes to play with the Aegis, so and eventually look to bring around the mid lane, look for another tier 2.
We did get to see what Amar built. I kind of felt like it had to be this item. He's playing versus Lash and Bat Rider. It's too good of a game not to go Mage Slayer, so instead of going Midas Mage Slayer, I believe then Shard. And then he's looking at Lincoln, so looking for some answers versus this Lasso in particular. Yeah, the early Blink Dagger for that Bat Rider now has caught 2 big cores. Bat catching the Medusa once and then catching that puck afterwards. And they're still lingering in the area. They want to try to keep this pressure going here. Tormentor's at the ready too if they want to go for it. Go BKB on Monet. Almost having a next item as well.
Definitely keeping the pressure on much better than they were able to in game 1.
Yeah.
Aster.
Ooh, and they get a good shard. They get Babokas. Sumail enabled from this. They're going to keep this push rolling.
Yeah, they should keep forcing it here, Aster.
Tower is low.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be
Look at Noob. I mean, Noob's telling his team, guys, just cut the next wave. I'm going to get the next wave after that. Try to stop this push from continuing to go. See a Pichu, though. He's ready to look for a jump.
See if Aster can succeed with this.
Quest is so far back. They're not looking to get lassoed. This tower's dropping. Blood Rage Flash.
Keep it going, Aster. Onto the racks. And they get another jump. Pichu once again with the catch. He's caught out Corey this time. Blood Rug to follow up Corey. He is gone. See them to turn up with Amar. They're trying to go towards Sumail, but Sumail still got the Aegis for a full minute. Sumail just steps in to chase down Omar, takes out another Noob. Will be able to burst through the Aegis of Sumail.
They're going to buy back. The Rax is dropping. Success.
The Dream Coil onto the 2 of them, but don't have any follow-up damage. These are 2 pretty tanky heroes, and indeed taking him out to safety. Does mean XXS is left behind. Amar pounces forward. The Ravage is there. XXS is gone. The space has been created, though. The melee rack's taken away by Aster.
They'll have to maybe give up a Boca. Actually gets the tether off. Can he disengage?
Let's get hit by the Skadi. So they'll get him. But
out of Rax.
They did. They got what they came for. Not without a bit of a cost.
They might even get the range. Yeah, they're going to get the range Rax as well, too. This Catapult's going to finish it off. So both of the Rax down here. And they do get the left shot and the Bloodseeker. It's 2 buybacks. A good hit from Aster.
Yeah, they needed that. Exactly what they needed to get done with that Aegis first. Big push from that is a success. They get the full set. Continue to look to keep ticking off the boxes. About 3 minutes until we'll see when Roshan's up again next. The question is going to be now whether Aster feel that they can force something when they don't have the Aegis, or if this is going to be 3 minutes where things slow down again, which of course will definitely feel to benefit Quest and TA 2000. Amar, with his Midas, he is catching back up. He's catching up. He's already in the top 5. These moments do pass where Aster don't go for anything whilst they don't have the Aegis. Quest are going to be feeling better and better about the situation despite losing the barracks. It's not the end of the world.
Has a deep ward up here. This might catch Aster off guard if they're not careful. I don't know if they expect... I didn't see when they placed this ward.
Sumail would be the big catch.
Another Monet.
Monet indeed, and Monet's going to walk straight into them. He's just completely jump him. He's able to get the BKB off, but the Stone Gaze was there for TA 2000. Monet's taken down, and they're also Baboka to fall. Double kill for TA 2000.
Mars in. Can't quite connect though. Great catch. They catch completely off guard. I mean, I literally have no idea when they placed that ward. I did not see when Omar was able to swing over there. TA2000, does he get the last hit? He does get the last hit on both of the kills too.
Out again in the replay. Just not a chance that they'd have any idea that they would be waiting for them in that sort of position at this moment of the game, but they were. TA2000 picking up the double.
That was
more
clever.
money for the Medusa.
That was a really clever move by them there. Yeah, TA2000. Songs online. And they are, I'd imagine that it's starting to be the problems of start getting your solar crests, your drums, etc. Start getting this Medusa ready to 1v9.
Radiant scanning for enemies. Or maybe for friends. They look
DD rune to be spotted as well.
That's a nice rune.
Looks like they'll just have to deny it. Sure that Aster don't get it themselves.
Sir. Roshan, we'll find out about Roshan in about 1 minute. Are they going to look to go group up even before that, though?
They need the rush. They need the rush.
I feel like they need it. And it's going to give TA2000 that time to finish this butterfly.
The smoke up. They know how important it is to secure this point of the game around this next potential Roche respawn. They have to get some sort of kill.
He now in favor of Quest for the first time. Gold lead has chunked completely down too.
It's only going to keep going that way unless Aster can get back on track with the push.
What's Roche going to be? If it's a long spawn, that could be pretty brutal for Aster. If it's some like 3-minute spawn, like Quest is going to be super happy because of that. Shortly. Mar nearly has Lincoln's finished up, so starting to get more solutions as well too versus this Blasso. Full pipe for Fiori. They're gathering for that smoke. They've got the butterfly level 18 timing on the Medusa.
They're super strong.
What's the Roche? It's a minute.
It's not bad for Aster.
It's on the lower side.
Not bad. I mean, Aster, they need it ASAP.
Getting top tier 2.
Of course, yeah, Quest, they know the potential's there for the
They
Roche.
want to fight. They're ready to fight now. Fine. Vision playing around nighttime here with Amar leading the charge. Gonna have that vision of them. That night vision.
He's gonna try and start things.
Okay, doesn't connect with the pounce though.
It feels pressure to pop the shadow dance.
Lincoln's was broken. I guess he was scared of a blink lasso. Ward.
Now from Aster.
Haunting each other a little bit here. 40 seconds. Shadow Dan. Roche. Seconds. They're actually gonna re-smoke themselves. They're gonna see Sumail in the mid lane though. They're gonna see that lightning.
Keep it away from this.
Ooh, perhaps he's gonna look for a jump.
I mean, they're still going to respect the fact that XXS is a bit of a scary target.
Yeah, that's not the target you want to go for as this puck.
But I mean, if they can swing across towards Sumail, it's a bit of a hard read to make because he's still under the smoke, but then you pushed out a couple of waves.
Oop is setting up for him here. He's kind of looking.
Yeah, Sumail's just going to play to the far side of the map. Another wave from this bottom lane now.
Out, but he's got boots to travel back up, so he can go join his team immediately. And yeah, Roche.
They can go into Aster. Yep. I think around sort of the safety of XXS's tide, on the tide on the Ravage, and they can try and force this.
And they've got good vision right outside the pit there. They placed that Ob Sentry west. The creeps are actually inside of their base right now, so I'm gonna make the move here. They'll kill the Shiva's recipe. They know they're in there. Amar's even bringing sentries to get rid of this vision. Roche. Can't commit for it just here. TA2000 starting to walk in here.
Start tickling XXS. Watch her over.
Such tense moments here.
Move it from Aster. Oops.
Gives the information.
Trying to see what's up on the high ground.
They're dropping the tomb.
Tomb will be dropped. They're going to try and focus the tide first. Amar going in onto XXS.
Building up stacks.
The Shadow does jump up from Amar, but it's going to be dodged by XXS. XXS having the availability of the Ravage when he wants to. Off to the side, Pichu's going to get healed up by Boka. They'll drop the Dream Coat just onto Pichu himself. It's enough to set up the kill on the Bat Rider. They've lost in return Kaori. Amar over towards XXS. Now he's going to be able to pop the Depth Trap. Keeping TA2000 safe for now. Ravage comes out. TA2000, the mana's starting to get low. Mone's on top of him. He's able to put the snake out. He's got a bit more mana to keep fighting with TA2000.
He's fighting.
He's fighting.
He's fighting.
They're going to be able to kill them all.
Whoa! Wait, what pumped him up? Was that a Lotus or something? Just the snake that
I
bounced?
think it was just a snake bounce.
He got like 80% of his mana back.
I think it just hit on all of them.
I think it did. Maybe it did just bounce to absolutely everybody.
Dyer's middle tower is in
Oh my God! Just stands his ground.
That's unfortunately for Aster, kind of their biggest nightmare. That's a devastating fight to have. They're getting everybody. TA2000 survives through it all.
He just stands his ground. They had to commit so much to kill everybody else, and then TA2000. I need to see it again. Was it a form? It had to have been like a perfect format snake.
I think he just bounced on all of them.
I gotta see this again. Just look how low his mana dropped there for a second, right? It was like 10% or something.
Amar buying time from there with the depth shroud, but indeed.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, bouncing to Lesh, as we said, Lesh's int is pretty damn high, but my goodness, TA2000 back up to full.
Yeah, I think Amar sort of got all his mines down as well, so big damage done through those moments, and Aster just getting cleaned up. Quest now having the lead.
They're in the lead now, even though they lost that Rax. TA2000 set up for that success. He's got all the buffs. Oh man, Aster. Monet, he's got an Aghanims now, but as we saw, there's the butterfly issue really coming into play, that he couldn't actually focus fire this Medusa down.
TA2000 now with the BKB. Can't help but feel that Aster may have missed their timing, unfortunately, themselves.
Here. They maybe have, it feels like maybe they got like one or two more, perhaps. If they end up losing that next one, though, Quest just might run away with it. That Roche still alive. They're setting up for it, too. Look at Quest's positioning. They know this Roche is going to swing over here. They're already on the high ground. Noob at the ready with this Octarine Arcane. Here comes that Roshan. Aster has to contest.
20 seconds until Ravage is back.
This is Quest can just start hitting it. They have the Tombstone, they have the Flesh Golem. Aster is forced to make the move over here. Peori is actually hanging on to his Tombstone. Mark playing on the left side.
Radiant scanning around for enemies.
Whittled down.
Now look at Blood right
there for the angle.
Poke at TA2000, but really doesn't care.
Mark, give some information. Get at least like a steal or something. I mean, they're trying to, but stopping the Roche for a second. The coil.
They're going to drop it onto Samaya.
Got him isolated.
Steps across. They've got them with the silence. The heals are coming in from Baboka.
Son of a Baboka.
To take him out, but indeed the jump's perfect from Omar. Catches the two of them. Samaya and Baboka taken down, and this fight around Roshan is coming to an abrupt end for Aster. I mean, Monet attempting to try and get back in on this. Look towards Kaori, but Amar is able to drop down. Now they're jumping over towards XXS, who'll get the Ravage off. He's capping the Meteor Hammer follow-up onto TA2000, but the Manta's there. TA2000 perfectly fine. XXS is gone. They cannot take this fight, Aster.
Monet can't hit anybody. The Ravage comes there, and he's just walking back and forth. He's like, oh my God, I can't actually commit. And they're gonna lose the bat. Oh man, Aster.
This is painful for them.
Quest now gonna get the Roche.
They might fight for Bo3 as well. They do. They catch him in the trees. The all for the vision. The silence is there.
Oh, they've done it.
They really have. I don't see Aster being able to get themselves back out of this one. They've been knocked down hard. 11k lead for Quest. Everything going Quest's way now. They had a decent opening to this game. They really did. They managed to build that lead. They were able to get the racks, but it always felt like it may not have been enough, and indeed, it's seeming like it wasn't.
A godly jump. The coil comes out, but Boca tries, but the fly-in from the techies is there. There we have the Stone Gaze as well, too. The Les just gets focus fired. Heavily in the lead now at this point. And TA2000 got 4-1-9 this game on the Medusa. As that, I mean, start, we did say, versus the Bloodseeker Lesh is a good core matchup, even though Aster's the one dictating the pace the whole time. TA2000 kept his cool. And Amar too somehow. This annoying Slark offlane that kind of got completely shut down. All he has to do is give the information for the team to get these type of jumps, get this type of success here for TA2000.
And what do you do to players Aster's lineup from behind?
Now, who knows? Monet just feels like, I mean, he built the Aghanims. They lost the fight. He was getting close to Aghanims. He finished the Aghanims. It didn't do much of anything. And now it's like another full item on the Medusa. He didn't have a solution for the butterfly, and it's nowhere in realms of him ever having one.
Never mind, it's gone.
Mars is having a great time now. He's got his axe done.
I mean, I got to be honest, it still was a really impressive game overall from Jamel. I think he really played his heart out in this series.
Look at the lasso.
Not much to show with that.
I don't think TH2000 cares at all.
Don't look now, but bottom tower.
It's up to the base. Quest go.
Zone's already on prep too, so they see absolutely everything. Anchor smash to attempt to slow things down, but Amar jump to poke. Reset. Tower's falling. Ravage up in 1 second. Deuce has got 3 lives now, and you couldn't bring her down once even before she had all these items.
TH2000 almost teasing them here as he dances outside the stairs of the base.
They forced everybody back. They're like, okay. The safest thing they can do is just kind of reset. Aster, I mean, they're trapped in now. It's like, do they even want to attempt for some type of smoke kind of catch? Doesn't feel like they really can. They're actually just going to go for relocate split push. A small amount of pressure here.
Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating.
Base seems a pretty terrifying affair here for Aster.
And at his team, so close. And not quite enough. Quest.
They always knew they were going to be able to get to this point, Quest, if they kept the game going.
They just kept that farm going.
Always knew.
The Midas off-lane Slark coming to a pub near you.
It's
Doesn't
good.
matter if your lane doesn't go so well.
It's good.
Don't look now.
Are doing
That's
doing great. I mean,
it's smart how they
he
played
can
it.
just sort of throw himself in.
Yeah,
And it's tied, save people, bail them out with the depth shroud.
and play around the nighttime, right? You give a ton of vision whenever you're playing this like Slark or you're playing with Tombstone. So
Always stuck in the tombstone.
not anymore.
There we go. Hunters his way out of it. Now he's in. What's the BKB? Stonegazer as well. This is they're going to be able to get the jump onto Zemail, onto Baboka. They're both dead. They might even just get XXS as well. They'll turn around with the tentacles. He has the Rampage. It's it's the 4 of them there. It's impressive. But it's not
Monet
enough.
does nothing. He literally does 0 damage.
That's the bottom racks. They're going down. They're going down whether Aster like it or not. They can't stop this. As Quest, they can move towards another lane. There's 3 dead on Aster. Noob just holding Monet and Pichu back in the fountain.
Putting out the high fives.
Radiant's middle tower is gone.
And that's it. TH2000 even just kind of forces Aegis to pop. He drops all his items so that it doesn't ensure that he dies. Back into his bags, and that push continues.
Checking in the replay here. They try and get the jump.
That looks really weird.
I mean, he was grab allied into the tombstone, but I think
Did the Lotus Orb reflect the grab ally?
no. I
it's going
think it just
teammate?
looked weird, like he was in the tombstone,
But not really.
but because he was lassoed when he was dragged into the tombstone, it looked.
But why'd he
like
still show? I'm gonna test this set.
I mean, this guy.
Something funky, just because I heard a Lotus Orb. I heard a Lotus spell. Hey, something got Lotused.
I think that must have been something else.
Maybe it was some spell. But anyway, he was in the tomb, but not really. Okay, whatever.
Well, he's just, look at this Medusa. He's so fat, he can't fit in a tombstone. Look at it. It's 30k net worth nearly on TH2000. He ain't fitting this guy in any tombstone. So Mayo, he's been found.
Oh no, he just wanted. He was at the wishing well. He was wishing for another chance for this game.
I guess so. But, he already knows. He knows that this one is. It's in the books. This one is. It's not going to happen here for Aster. Quest.
He's gonna toy with them as well too. Jump in the midst of all of them. TH2000 to charge in.
And they get the omen still at one. He has to put the BKB to run. Tries to turn to find some sort of rupture opportunity. He's not going to find it. The tier 4s are going down. 4 from XXS. Again, Monet not able to get the rupture off. He's caught by the silence this time. Trouble. Getting tethered. Lamar jumps in. He's trying to get back to the fountain. He's going to take it down. Glory finishes him off with a decay.
XXS also to fall.
It's got a buyback, Monet. Did get the rupture up onto Omar. Oh, they got the
Okay,
lasso.
bring him in the fountain.
There we go. The lasso rupture combo. Omar still alive.
No way. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay.
They will kill him. He ain't
thrown.
exposed. Quest, they're looking to close this one up. Aster, have they got one more fight in them? I don't think they do. Monet,
I don't think they do.
he's not even going to be able to get out and hit any of the heroes. It's over. GG. It's called Quest Esports will take this game, and with that, the series 2-1 today against